Today we're taking a look at the New Orleans Pelicans vs Boston Celtics match, which is happening on Friday, March 5, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The New Orleans Pelicans have turned things over to Zion Williamson now full-time, and he is making things happen for NOLA. In his past 2 games, Williamson has hit 27 of 35 shots, averaging 38.5 points in that stretch. In New Orleans' latest win against Dallas, Williamson scored 10 points and influenced the other 8 points in a late 18-8 run to seal a 112-103 win over the Mavericks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker added 20 points in the win, which was the Pelicans' third in their last 4. The season seems to have gotten away from the New Orleans Pelicans. Sitting 12th in the Western Conference and 3.5 games behind the 8th seed, the playoffs are likely unreachable. This may have New Orleans leadership thinking of next year already. The Boston Celtics are in a much better position, sitting 7th in the Eastern Conference but only 1 game back of the 4th seed. To help their late season run, the Celtics traded for Evan Fournier at the deadline. Only time will tell if it will be enough to get them a home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. The Pelicans now head to Boston, where they will take on a Celtics team that has won 2 in a row. The Celtics, who were active at the trade deadline, are currently 7th in the Eastern Conference. The return home after knocking off Oklahoma City 111-94 on the road. The Celtics trailed by 4 heading into the final quarter, but new Celtic Luke Kornet hit back-to-back threes to key a 17-2 run to put the Thunder away. Jason Tatum scored 27 points, while Jaylen Brown added 25 points. This will be the second meeting between the 2 teams this season. New Orleans won the first game 120-115 in overtime. Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson outdueled Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to key a 24-point, second-half comeback. The Pelicans have only won 6 games on the road this season. They've won more than twice as many at the Smoothie King Center. The inability to close out games away from their home building is a big reason why they're on the outside looking into the Western Conference playoff picture right now. They handed the Dallas Mavericks a loss at home on Friday, but the real test is seeing how they hold up on the road against a Celtics team coming off back-to-back wins. Will it be the same old Pelicans, or will they finally find life in another team's building? It better be the latter if they have any hope of making a late playoff push. Defense will be their greatest enemy when dealing with the explosive duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Throw Kemba Walker in the mix and it can quickly turn into an offensive soiree in Boston. The Celtics can shoot the three-pointer really well, and the Pelicans lose to the three-pointer exceptionally well. On paper, this isn't a good matchup for New Orleans. But they've beaten Boston before. Despite their struggles, New Orleans has found a way to have the 7th best defensive rating at 116.6, per Basketball Reference. The man making the difference for this offensive attack has been second-year star Zion Williamson. Questions rightfully exist about Williamson's shooting and ability to defend. However, at only 20 years old, his obscene physical prowess has made him unguardable. Enforcing his will on opponents has led to 26.3 points per game on 62.8% shooting from the floor. While their offense has played well all year, the Pelicans' defense has needed major improvement. New Orleans' 116.0 defensive rating sits as the 3rd worst in the NBA. The main reason for the defensive struggles has been their struggles guarding the three-point line. New Orleans allows teams to shoot 39.1% from deep, and teams have taken advantage, shooting 39.4 three-pointers per 100 shot attempts. The Pelicans pulled out a 120-115 victory over the Celtics in a game where Brandon Ingram dropped a team-high 33 points. So New Orleans will obviously need to be cooking offensively as well to avoid getting blown out in this one. It would help if Lonzo Ball gets on the floor, but it might have to be the Ingram and Zion Williamson show as usual for the Pelicans. The Boston Celtics have dealt with players in health and safety protocols all season, and it has hurt their continuity. Tonight, the Celtics will be without recently traded Evan Fournier and center Tristan Thompson because of those protocols. The good news is the Celtics still have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum leading the way. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are one of the better duos in the NBA. Tatum has averaged 25.1 ppg, 6.8 ROG, and 4.4 APG while hitting 37.9% from downtown this season to lead the team. Brown has averaged 24.5 ppg, 5.6 RPG, and 3.7 APG while shooting 39.2% from beyond the arc. Kemba Walker has averaged 18.0 ppg and 4.6 APG since returning from injury. The Boston Celtics haven't been at their best as they've lost 5 of their past 8 games, but they will be aiming for a third straight victory after routing the Thunder in a 111-94 road win on Saturday. Jason Tatum led the team with 27 points on 11 of 27 shooting. Jaylen Brown added 25 points on 9 of 23 shooting while Peyton Pritchard and Carson Edwards each scored 12 points. As a team, the Celtics shot 45% from the field and 12 of 38 from the three-point line as they found themselves in a real battle with the Thunder, until the fourth quarter where they outscored the Thunder by 35-14 to win in a blowout. The Boston Celtics look for a win after splitting their last 6 games. The Boston Celtics are averaging 112.4 points on 47% shooting and allowing 111.2 points on 46.6% shooting. Jason Tatum is averaging 25.1 points and 6.8 rebounds while Jaylen Brown is averaging 24.5 points and 3.7 assists. Evan Fournier is the third double-digit scorer and Kemba Walker is grabbing 3.5 rebounds. The Boston Celtics are shooting 37.8% from beyond the arc and 76% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 36.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44 rebounds per game. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. The New Orleans Pelicans are quietly playing improved basketball over the last week or so, and Williamson is taking his game to another level. The Boston Celtics are winning their last 5 games by an average of 6.6 points, but they continue to be hit or miss overall, and they're not a team I'm thrilled to lay decent-sized chalk with. Both Boston and New Orleans bring a strong offense and struggling defense into this matchup. The difference in how they score could be the deciding factor in this matchup. The Pelicans look to attack inside to utilize Williamson's supreme physique. However, without Ball and Redick, the Pelicans will be missing 2 of their 4 players with at least a 35% three-point percentage. This means Boston can play closer to the hoop and make life more difficult for New Orleans' interior attack. On the other hand, Boston looks to shoot from the outside and in isolation. This will play right into the weaknesses of the Pelicans. As mentioned above, teams attack New Orleans with the 3-ball and it has shown no capability of stopping it. The absence of Ball will also make it so New Orleans struggles to match up with the multiple options the Celtics can turn to in the isolation game. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Boston minus 3.5. Looking at the betting trends, the Pelicans are 4-1 ATS in their last 5 road games against a team with a winning home record and 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games overall. The Celtics are 5-12 ATS in their last 17 games against a team with a losing record, 0-6 ATS in their last 6 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 13-6 in the last 19 meetings in Boston, and the Pelicans are 2-5 ATS in the last 7 meetings in Boston. The Pelicans are 15-5 ATS in their last 20 Monday games and 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games overall. The Celtics are 7-1 ATS in their last 8 Monday games and 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games overall. The over is 30-10 in Pelicans' last 40 overall. The Pelicans are 2-5 ATS in the last 7 meetings in Boston. The under is 13-6 in the last 19 meetings in Boston. My second betting advice is to pick over 230.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.